It's very spooky here. Happy Halloween,
Yes.
Heather.
Well, happy spectacular Halloween to you, P. How are you?
I am good. I'm getting ready for the little kids to come by in their cute little costumes. I love it.
I saw you were carving pumpkins.
I know. We carved ours this weekend. Although, I never did post what we finished. Yeah, you'll you'll know the difference between mine and the boys. Yeah, one of us put in a lot of effort. The other one
is his?
phoned it in.
I'm guessing that his is a little more on key.
You would be correct.
Excellent.
But mine's funny. So
well, that's okay. I mean, it's the heart that counts,
right? That's what I thought.
Exactly.
But it's such a mess. Did you carve this year?
No, I have a ceramic pumpkin from Mexico, and I have one of those ones from the craft store that they carved for me.
Oh,
that's it.
I didn't know you could do that.
Yeah, they're made of like some like foamy kind of material, and with a little blade, you carve it just like you, and then you put a little baby candle inside. It's cute.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at that next time I go to Michael's, which is never. But
then you just save it for next year.
Right. And it'll be half off.
Yeah, exactly. So.
All right. Well, before we get into things, we are going to just make a little disclaimer. Heather
holiday and then have them make it for next year.
Oh, you cut out. So as I was saying,
I'm here.
Before we get into the meat of things, we're going to just put a little disclaimer out there. Heather is driving back from where?
From St. Louis.
From St. Louis.
Yes.
The older child had a softball tournament there. And so we are recording while she is in the vehicle safely, of course.
Safely in the vehicle.
But I mean, you're recording safely. You're not.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So
I'm not dancing on the roof.
She's using hands-free devices, but it may sound not great, and she may cut out a little bit. So we'll fill in while we go. But what is our motto? Our motto is live for real. This is real.
Dude, we are super real. That's how we really are. Spend a lot of time in the vehicle.
Exactly. All right, Heather, what are we talking about this week?
I think we've got pumpkins on the mind, and I think
it is Halloween. So we're going to talk a little bit about how to have a real Halloween.
Yes.
What do we mean by that?
Oh, gosh. I think that it's one where nobody spins out of control because they are hopped up on sugar. And, maybe you got a little bit scared at the haunted house, but nothing too crazy that, anybody has nightmares.
I agree. Yeah. So in order to get to that kind of Halloween, we've got to, maybe avoid some things that make us crazy, like food dyes, high fructose corn syrup, maybe nuts for some people. And yes, Heather, I know you're going to say I'm a nut.
You are, though. You just are. But that's okay. That's why we love you.
I know. But this goes for kids and adults. I mean, sometimes adults get a little like, I don't know, steely of the candy.
I will say that in my house, it may or may not have been me or the other parent, but we have dipped our fingers into the big orange pumpkin from now and again. So.
How can you not? I mean,
I know. It's yummy.
It's made to be addictive. So of course it's going to be addictive.
True.
But we don't want you to have to go through that, crazy spike and then crash. So we're going to talk a little bit about some alternatives. Heather, I remember when we were younger, Mom used to give out rolls of nickels, which
she didn't give out a roll.
She didn't? Oh, she gave out like a half roll. That's right. Or like a...
No. She'd give out a nickel. So if you came to the door at our house trick-or-treating in Boca Raton on 7th Street, you would get a nickel, and then all the kids would be like, oh, thanks. Like, this is so sad. I'm like, dude, it's cash.
I could have sworn that she did like half a bundle.
No, she would go
No?
get 2 or 3 rolls of nickels for
Oh, maybe
$5
that's what I'm
each,
thinking.
and then
Okay.
give out 1 nickel per kid.
Oh,
And then if
okay.
you have leftovers, I mean, you can certainly spend a bunch of nickels, but if you're
Yeah.
left with a bag of Almond Joy, what are you going to do with that?
So with inflation, I'm guessing that's like, $20 now.
Let's just go with a quarter. A quarter.
That would
I
probably
don't know.
be fair. But that would be fun. I mean, especially now if you lived in like a huge neighborhood where you had a bajillion kids, maybe not the best, financially sound way to go, but still fun. I think.
Yeah, I think so.
I know. And then we at that same house, we used to live across the street from our dentist. So of course he wasn't thrilled with all the candy going around. But so he gave out toothbrushes, which
And then
wasn't what?
do you remember going over to the hospital also then right after, and we would have all of our candy x-rays to make sure it wasn't full of any like needles or razor blades?
Oh, I
And
do.
And every time the toothbrush would go through the x-ray machine, they would look at it and all the x-ray technician people would laugh because they go, oh, you got a toothbrush.
Oh, you poor kid, you got a toothbrush.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, and there's always, the healthy snacks like like apples, which also give you, sneers. But you could make up fun stuff. I've heard of kids like doing crafts and making like little pumpkin fun things. And I think that would be good for the little kids. I'm not as concerned as the older kids.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, older kids out there. But if you come to my door without a costume on and you're like, oh, I'm a high school kid, you get no candy from me. I'm sorry. You got to at least wear a costume.
I mean, somewhat. Do something.
You got to put some.
I'm back.
Okay, there you are. Yeah. But then there's, if you really had your heart set on giving out candy, but you want to pick something better. I mean, obviously there's stuff like those Justin almond butter cups, but they're a little pricey, but maybe worth it if that's, what you really want to give out.
So that you could eat them too.
Exactly. If there's any leftovers. What else? There's you can always do popcorn balls too. I mean, at least they're a little bit better, especially if you make them.
Around here, you can't give out anything that you've made because
Oh, really?
Yeah, if our kids pick up anything that's homemade and they don't know the person's house where they got it, they have to throw it out.
Oh, that's sad. But
so if you're gonna make if you're gonna make something, you only want to give it to kids that you really know.
Yeah.
Otherwise, there's lots of things you can buy out there. I mean, there's like little coloring kits, and what did they have? Oh, you can get like little boxes of craisins or fruit snacks or little bags of pretzels, or there's all kinds of little individually lunch package size of things.
Yeah, that's a good idea. I know somebody not too long ago was giving out little teeny little cartons or whatever of Play-Doh, and that was fun.
That's cute. Yeah.
So those are fun things. So you don't necessarily just have to go out and buy, the Costco bag of ick. I mean, yes, it's delicious, but really, is that really what you want to do to your body?
Well, and you're giving it to a bunch of children with growing brains.
Right.
They don't need it.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But one thing you can do if you've decided that you're not going to give out edible treats, there's this thing, and I don't know if it's new. I just recently heard about it, but you paint a pumpkin teal or kind of like a turquoise color, I guess, and you put that out, and that's sort of the sign that you're giving out non-edible treats so that it's safe if your child has maybe a nut allergy or something and you don't even want them to go maybe get something that might that they wouldn't necessarily eat, but you don't want it even in their bag. That's a sign that they're giving out something other than treats. Or
yeah, they do that in our neighborhood, which is nice too. So I usually keep a roll of stickers or something with the candy so that we have choices. So
that's good. Okay.
Yeah, so if the kid wants the whatever junk, which isn't junk at my house, but if they want, the sugar treat, or if they want something non-treaty, we have lots of choices.
That's good. That's a good idea. I actually did buy some stickers this year too. So we do have some candy of the healthier varieties. And then we've got stickers too, because we'd have some cute little kids around here that just go crazy for stickers. So
well, that's fun.
It is fun. And they're always so cute. My only sad part is it's supposed to snow here in the morning. So hopefully by the time they get going, it won't be, slushy or gross, but it will be cold. So there'll be the cute little costumes with the poor little winter coats over top. I know.
See, you don't remember that because you were little when we lived in New York, but I remember. I have pictures of me in like a cute stinking costume that Mom made, but then I'm wearing, a dumb pink fuzzy coat over it, which I'm sure I didn't care about.
No, because it was just fun to go out and, it's kind of a weird tradition though, don't you think? Like go knock on
go to people's houses that you don't know. Yeah. Yeah. And send your smallest people, your most vulnerable of all the people in your household.
Well, hopefully you're awesome with them and you're not just sending your 2-year-old out to wander the neighborhood by themselves.
Oh, yeah. And don't get attacked by a ghost or a ghoul.
Yeah.
Good luck, though. Whoa. Go get him, tiger.
Or a
bring
tiger,
home,
really.
Bring home food.
Oh, all right. So that's kind of what we wanted to say. There are alternatives. So for Heather, for our ditch and switch, what do you got?
I say, make Halloween easy on you and easy on people. Give out something that you are proud of. And if that's a bag of Snickers, okay, go for it. But if you'd like to make a healthier choice so that if you have any leftovers, you're not stuck with a bag of Snickers going in your belly, pick something else.
Yeah, and I think I love the idea of the stickers. I think it's the easiest alternative if you don't want to do the candy, and then you can keep them and give them out to, whoever, little kids that you know or whatever.
Yes, exactly.
So that's all I have to say this week, Heather. What do you got?
I think that's fabulous. I love it all. I love Halloween.
Well, All right. With that, don't forget to sign up for our newsletter at foodmoose.com. You can find us at Food Moose on Facebook and Instagram. Like always, we'd really love it if you subscribed or wrote us a review wherever you found this podcast, Apple, Google, Stitcher, etc. And that is about it. Go forth, be real. Moose out.